Hello you guys, I am Luca, if you are new. It's so nice to meet you. And about this time last year, I was recovering from a brain injury. It impacted my life so much, and it also gave me an opportunity to make a whole video sharing my entire experience, which was extremely difficult for me. It's important that we share mental health and we talk about it to make it more common. Also, subscribe. It gets pretty real over here, what can I say? So if you're down for that, hit the button. In this video, I'm going to talk about the lessons I've learned. I'm also going to talk about, in part 2, what I didn't tell you in the first video, and answering some of the popular questions that a lot of you guys were asking. How we gonna do this? I thought it would be fun to film this video outside in nature. Okay, the first lesson that I've learned is that having come so close to death, having kissed death, which sounds dramatic, but like there were so many opportunities and a lot of people who have had near-death experiences, which I didn't technically have a near-death experience because I didn't actually die and come back to life, but they do explain that like you see life in a different way, and it just becomes like so clear to you that life is so much more than we think it is, and you have to appreciate every single day because we think we're gonna get to live until we're 80, 90, happy and have a family. Why do we assume that? Is that really promised? And it's your job to make sure you make the most of every single moment, even if you're crying. Feel those tears running down your cheek, baby. Emotions are a sign of living. They're a sign of being alive. In that moment where I was like, my head was bleeding out, this is so serious to talk about. When I was in the worst state and I had been bleeding everywhere, my head was cracked open, blah, 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 you get it. I just remember thinking like, man, I don't want to leave here. I was just like looking out the window and I was thinking, Earth has been such a great party. Earth is a party. Have fun. Also, I've been really into stoicism, very much so. And this is a quote. This is our big mistake, to think we look forward to death. Most of death is already gone. Whatever time has passed is owned by death. So basically this quote is just a really fancy way of saying, as time passes, you are dying. And it just makes you want to do more with your life. It makes you think like, I don't want to lay in bed all day. Like, I don't want the day to die. But the one thing I really love about stoicism is they never talk about death as being bad or being something you should be afraid of. It should just motivate you to make the most of life, and you should see death as natural. And I don't know, that's a great lesson. And now I have dirt on my butt. Goodbye. Lesson. Oh God, this is not supposed to be a comedic video. The choice is yours. I had a very simple choice when deciding how I was going to react to my brain injury. I could either take it as the universe cursing me and, oh my goodness, hello ladybug. That is good luck right there. I could have seen it as a bad situation that happened to me and been bitter about it. And let me tell you guys, yes, I do that with very many case scenarios in my life. Every little particle inside me knew that this was happening for a reason and that I was getting stronger from this. And I don't know if it's because I was getting more spiritually in tune with myself at that time. I just knew that there was a deeper meaning behind this, and it wasn't some greater God out to get me, that this was going to change my life and I was going to use it for the better. And I really need to remember not to forget that right now, because I can look at so many things in my life and view it with hatred and resistance, yell at the universe, but you don't have to yell, you don't have to resist, you can just choose to view it in a different way. Don't repeat the same mistakes. The universe taught me such a big lesson in this, and it would be so ignorant of me to just let that go, to just live my life and not remember what I went through, not remember how I chose to be positive about something that was detrimental. And at the end of the day, that worked so much better in my favor and helped me manifest so much in that time. Y'all know what I'm saying? Are we vibing right now? Everything in life is how you choose to relate to it. Nothing is labeled good or bad. You guys get it. At least I hope you do.
What are you doing? Sad.
I'm definitely not supposed to be here.
I realized that anything is possible in manifestation. And no, you can't become an NBA basketball player if you are 5'4" and have blonde hair and don't have that much coordination, but if it seems natural for you, it can come into your life. Again, accepting everything, it was like the universe started giving me gifts for almost staying strong in a way and just believing. And it also helped me a lot to awaken to my purpose, which is sharing deep things like this on social media to help other people wake up to live their most authentic, true versions of themselves. Be your freaking self, because you are so much more than you even can imagine, and to hold any part of that back is like crazy to think. So thank you for being here to listen to me. I love you. This time was a big teacher of patience. I had such a huge injury that is very serious to recover from, yet you couldn't see it. And I had to explain to people like what happened, and it was just like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't drive because like I have a brain injury. Why couldn't I just say I broke my wrist or something? I had to take like 3 months away from school. That was a little bit tricky. I was also getting huge migraines along with trying to focus, and I didn't really talk about this, but I did go to physical therapy, and I almost broke down in tears because I was so frustrated with not being able to like stand on one foot without falling over, and it felt like almost shameful to not be able to like do these things. I just was so frustrated, like just tearing up and getting like mad with myself and like what my body couldn't do. It's difficult. I'm back to normal, baby. I'm working out. It's that much better because I am thankful for my body being able to work at its full capacity. If anyone is dealing with being frustrated for where they're at in life, be patient, okay? Just take a deep breath in and know that you will get through it, and it will be that much better when you do. Can 2020 be over? Because I'm getting impatient with this pandemic. I'm over it. I don't know about you. Now I'm going to get into the juicy part of the video, addressing the questions in the comments of the video. So this is the most like comment, and it was someone from the healthcare industry saying that multiple patients have said that they need privacy and they're not going to hurt themselves, and this is referring to the bathroom situation. I wasn't able to go to the bathroom without someone watching me and without the door open, which made me feel really uncomfortable. Someone was explaining that it is really common that a lot of people may take harm to themselves even when they do say that, and that the lady was just doing her job, but it was unfair that she treated me like she did. And I just want to say that I do agree with this. People are just doing their jobs, and I totally get that. So thank you for that comment. And the second most popular comment was, the scariest part is she wasn't even aware of how bad things were. And I would like to kind of disagree with this. I was aware. There was periods where I was out and I was literally like sleeping, but I was very much so aware after I had woken up how serious it was. My mom told me that I was telling her how bad I didn't want to die. Like, I was so unsure what was happening, but I was just saying like, Mom, I don't want to die. Like, I don't know what's happening. I was having like anxiety in the hospital. Like, why are they taking me in and out of CAT scans and all of that? So it was also a very confusing time for me, but I did know the severity of it, I will say, which was anxiety times 10. Alright, now the mother of all questions. This was saying she shouldn't be scared of being sued. The drug company should be scared that she didn't sue them. She should have sued them. So, I did not name the drug, which I was just trying to play things safe. I don't really care to sue a drug company because that wasn't really how me and my family wanted to use our time. The name of the drug, just so people can be aware of it, and if you are getting your wisdom teeth taken out, please just don't take this. Like, I don't think it's necessary. And it is called Flexerol. It is a muscle relaxer. I would definitely always try to go the holistic route if you have the choice. One thing that I definitely don't like about our healthcare system, or just the medical industry, although it is so great in America and I'm very grateful for it, I think we are very, very easy and quick to prescribe drugs that may not be necessary. And in my case, I'm really passionate about this because I'm just a small girl and I was given some very serious drugs just for my wisdom teeth surgery, and the problems that could have been avoided by just not taking these drugs, well, I think we can fill in the blank. Drugs are pretty serious. Look up the drug on the internet before you take it, make sure that there aren't forums online of people saying how it gave them psychological breaks or crazy visions or harmful thoughts. The last but not least question I want to address, people saying my parents were negligent when not having an ambulance taking me to the hospital. Also for letting me drive home from school when I felt off. And let me just tell you, my parents are the best parents in the world. Like, is really sad that it hurt like my mom's feelings when she was reading these comments, because she's like literally the most amazing woman ever, and I have never struggled with mental health. How are they supposed to know this would happen? It was so bizarre for me. For all they knew, I was like just sick and tired because I hadn't slept well. As far as the ambulance ride goes, we live literally 2 minutes from the hospital. Would have taken more time to call an ambulance, wait for them to get there instead of just going in our car and getting me there. And my mom also asked the opinion of a doctor that she was with that night, and he told her the same thing was smart. Just want to put that out there. The point of this video was not to say, oh, poor me, this happened to me, like I'm gonna talk about it again. I just want to continue to spread awareness on mental health, and if something has happened similar to you, maybe you have the courage to speak out about it, maybe in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao.
I got so much back, I think I'm never running out, yeah. Bust me down a whip, bitch, I don't do this for no clout, hey. I got so much back, I think